The way SMEs affected by COVID-19 will benefit from Archipelagos is that Archipelagos has been part of a reorientation promoted by the European Commission over the past months. And by virtue of this reorientation, the Commission has granted extraordinary, in terms of positive conditions to the programs that are part of this exercise. So the guarantee that will be provided via CDP and IFDB to the structures that we presented will have some highly concessional conditions and also gratuity for a certain extent, because of to address the needs of the special needs of SMEs, in particular in this situation. And the other emergency measure that we can put in place is, while we wait to get ready for the capital markets, we can provide more traditional financing to SMEs at favorable conditions via local banks that will be joining the program. The main barrier for an SME to, let's say, embrace this challenge and start this journey is in the first place within the SME itself. Because in many cases we have experienced situations where in the end it's the entrepreneur that is so much passionate about what he or she does, but the idea of opening capital to external investors is not always welcome. So most of the program is really intended to create this awareness and on the importance of try to do things bigger with the help of additional capital that is not provided necessarily from the entrepreneur or the family itself. And that's the, let's say, first, stage one that will be the mentorship and the managerial training program will focus. And step number two is then to create within the company a structure, an organizational structure that is then ready to respond to the additional requests that external investors will have. Of course, if we get all the way down to the IPO, it's bureaucracy and a lot of additional work that the SME will have to provide, but also in between, whenever there is a partner that is not part of the family, then there is an additional, let's say, layer of requirements and requests that need to be fulfilled. And so the idea of this program is really to create awareness and to support along the process SMEs in getting ready for when that time comes and they will be opening their capital also to third parties. In terms of synergies, the idea of creating this big network of companies is to make it easier also to exchange and being offered business opportunities across Africa, so within the continent, but also with Europe and hopefully other hubs that will in the meantime start in other parts of the globe. Sectors are absolutely flexible. Archipelagos does not have, let's say, preferences in terms of sectors. What's more important is the perspective that the SME has about what they want to achieve, where they want to reach, and they can show that this potential is something they've been committed to in the past and they intend to continue in the future. So no restrictions in terms of sectors, and as I said, women and youth are a priority So young entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs are welcome to approach Archipelagos in their countries, in the hubs. Ideally, maybe I conclude with a few numbers. In the experience we have that out of a base of 200 plus companies, 500 meet the criteria to enter into the program, and out of these 500, approximately 100 will then be ready to go into the financing sort of stage, and out of the 100, approximately 1/3 will make it to reach to the last, let's say, the final goal, that is accessing capital markets via IPOs. And I mean, the idea is to help this funnel keep being alimented with new companies. The program is run in classes, like at school. So it's offered to a number that varies from 20 to 30 companies at the same time. And it's repeated every 6 months in each hub. Now, due to the situation, Morocco and Cote d'Ivoire, that started their programs in 2016 and 2018 respectively, have arrived at a stop, and we hope to resume quickly with new cohorts the programs in these hubs, as well as launching at least a couple of new ones. Ideally one in Central Africa and one in Northern Africa. And in the next 4 years, that's the time we have agreed with the European Commission for deployment, we will be able also to provide alternative financing to the hubs that will be in the meantime involved into the program. In Europe, we have approximately 1,000 companies, part of these. I mean, it's not called Archipelagos, but the same concept. And out of these companies, half of them, more or less, are Italian SMEs. But there is also already a quite significant variety and diversity in terms of geographical and sectorial mix within the platform as it is today. So once the SME is part of Archipelagos, it will have access to this big network that comprises not only African companies, but also the ones that are part of it in Europe. I think the time is over. Thank you for your attention. You can find the information about Archipelagos on our website, and please make reference to it as any progress we will make will be posted there. Thank you very much.